We're learning that the Assin North MP has been charged with perjury and forgery. He is also accused of deceiving a public officer and knowingly making a false declaration. The High Court in July 2021 annulled the Assin North parliamentary elections, saying he was not eligible to contest the polls. My colleague Komla Kluche has been monitoring the situation from where he is sending this report of a minority press conference which has been happening, which is being addressed by Haruna Idrisu.
Been drawn to some efforts and attempts by the Nana Akufo-Addo Barrier power-drunk autocratic regime resort to intimidation and ominous, desperate acts to get the obnoxious, insensitive e-levy before Parliament pass. Having failed in many respects to get the note e-levy in the wake of popular national resistance led by the NDC gallant MPs of 137, the Nana Addo Dankwa government has now resorted to very crude and for all intents and purposes democratically shameful, disgraceful tactics to attempt to reduce by all means possible, necessary, including foul, to reduce the numbers of the NDC minority of 137, hoping that that will aid their effort to railroad the e-levy into law. What possibly can be described as a sickening display of desperation by a sitting government, which is seeking to push through, as I've indicated, a very undesirable punitive double taxation measure of e-levy down the throat of Ghanaians. And we have maintained our opposition to it and will continue to do so through its second reading until its third reading and passage into law. We will simply not support e-levy. They are now acting through their devious agents, notably Frank Davids, who is now seeking to injunct the Member of Parliament for Assin North, the Honorable James Jackie Quayson, from holding himself out as a lawfully elected Member of Parliament for the good people of Assin North. This latest act of desperation, we believe, has the tacit endorsement of the Attorney General and Minister for Justice. And this matter of summoning him before a criminal court for prosecution comes at a time an appeal and an application for stay of execution filed against the Cape Coast High Court's annulment of the 2022 Assin North parliamentary election is still pending before the Court of Appeal. And therefore, where is respect for the rule of law? Where is respect for the hierarchical authority of our court structure, in particular the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court? As though the above desperate machinations are not enough, we believe, upon the instructions of the President and the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Godfrey Dami, the police administration called one of the lawyers who represented the Honorable James Quayson in respect of the Assin North parliamentary election petition, inviting him to make the Honorable Quayson available for service of a criminal charge on him for prosecution. We all know what is it the 1992 Constitution provides for service to members of Parliament for purpose of civil or criminal proceedings. That also has been ignored and disrespected. inviting him to make the Honorable question available for service as I've indicated. Our information indicates that the said charge borders on an allegation that Honorable Question committed a crime by signing a declaration to the Electoral Commission to the effect that he was qualified to stand for election as an MP. It must be placed on record that the legal propriety of the said declaration made by the Honorable James Question was challenged at the time he submitted same to the Electoral Commission, whereupon the Electoral Commission invited Honorable James Question and his detractors for an investigation of the said complaint.